yoga doesn't mean only just asanas. Yoga is a lifestyle. Yoga is that which keeps your body free from disease, your mind free from confusion, intellect free from inhibition, and memory free from trauma.
Govind Hare, Gopal Hare, Govind Hare, Gopal Hare, Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Govind Hare, Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Gopal Hare, Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Govind Hare, Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Gopal Hare. Govind Hare, Gopal Hare, Govind Hare, Gopal Hare, Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Govind Hare, Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Gopal Hare, Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Govind Hare, Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Gopal Hare, Govind Hare, Gopal Hare, Jai Jai Govind Hare.
And yoga is that which unites people across religion, race, nationality.
Narayan 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 Pari Sari 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 Ga 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 Sari Sari Ga Sari 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 Pari Ga Pari Ga 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 Ba Sa Re Ba Ga Da Ma Ba Ga Pari Sa Ga Ma Ba Ga Pari Sa Ga Ba Ba Ga Ba Sa Ba Ba Ga Re Sa Re Ga Re Sa Re Sa Re Pari Re Pari Ba Ba Ga Ba Sa Govind Hare, Gopal Hare, Govind Hare, Gopal Hare, Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Gopal Hare, Narayan Narayan Jai Jai Gopal.
Hello and good evening to you all. My name is Hassan. I hope all of you can hear me and I hope you are having a great day. Well, firstly, wishing all of you a very happy International Day of Yoga. I want all of you to keep fit and to keep smiling all the time. That will be awesome. And also wishing you all a very happy Father's Day to all the fathers over there. I'm a father myself. I've got a beautiful 3-year-old and yeah, it feels great to be a father. So once again, happy Father's Day to all of you. In fact, to share a little bit about myself very quickly, it's a first attempt for me at many things. Honestly, it's a first attempt even at FB Live, and on such a day like Father's Day and the International Day of Yoga, and 21st where it's summer solstice, and we've had an eclipse also. So there are too many first things for me. I just thank my lucky stars, and I hope that this little bit of time that we are going to spend together, say about an hour or so, maximum an hour, I hope that we can have a lot of fun together. I hope we can have a lot of interaction together. So, are you guys all ready? Yeah. So, can I? Yeah. Can I see your involvement over there, everyone? Okay. So the first thing that we are going to do is a little bit. We are just going to. So today's the day is going to be something like this. We are going to. I have a beautiful team with me. I'm going to invite some yogis over here who are going to share their insights. We are going to do a little bit of asanas, a little bit of interaction. We'll do some breathing techniques, and we'd also love to end up with a very relaxing meditation. Yeah. So maybe for now, just a little bit that I can share with you about yoga and what we are going to do. Firstly, when we talk about yoga, the first thing that comes to our mind is asanas. It's beautiful. Asanas is nice, but it's the one part that we know about yoga. But there's so much more to explore about yoga. All I want to tell you about yoga is what? Remember to have fun with yourself. In particular with the asanas, have fun with yourself. Don't look at it like oh my God, I have to do this. Oh my God, I have to stretch so much. No, it's not at all the case. Yeah. And be loose, be relaxed. The few things that you can keep in mind is what? To do as much as you are enjoying doing. A little bit more than what your body is comfortable with. So we are going to stretch the body just 1 inch at a time, a little bit more than what it is comfortable doing. Let it be progressive, yeah? Nothing bang on. Simple, easy, relax. And remember again, if you're not smiling, you're not doing yoga. Okay? Great. So I'm going to possibly I would like to start with one or two breathing techniques. Yeah. So I like to start with something known as Bhastrika. I'm sure a lot of you would be doing Bhastrika. You've done Bhastrika. You've been practicing. For those of you who've not done Bhastrika, what are we simply doing over here? We are doing some powerful exhalations. And of course, given these times of COVID-19 and stuff like this, so many viruses around, we need to dust our body inside out. Yeah. So a little bit of Bhastrika, and then we'll get you started on with some more action. You guys ready for it? How are we going to do Bhastrika? I'm going to sit in Vajrasan. I'm going to get rid of my chair. I come into Vajrasan. Okay, keep my hands over here. We're possibly going to do, what I do is when I breathe in, I throw my hands up. If you can see me in the screen, when I throw my hands up, what do? I open my palms. And when I breathe out, I come back to the starting position with a powerful exhalation. Remember to give all your exhale with a nice big lot of vigor. Yeah. Okay. The mouth is closed, so we are going to do breathing through the nose only, through the nostrils. All right. So everybody together, take position, big smile on your face, take a deep breath in, breathe out completely, and with me, everybody together, breathe in, out, in, out, in, 3, in, 4, in, 5, in, 6, in, 7, in, 8, in, 9, and relax. Okay, very good. Well done, all of you. Well done. For a moment, just have your eyes closed and observe what's happening within you. What are we doing over here? Expelling all the toxins from the system. Every practitioner of Bhastrika will be a lot more healthier. Why? Because he's cleaning the system inside out. Yeah. We take a 10-second break before we go to the next round. Yeah. So for a moment, eyes closed, observe yourself. Okay, guys, once again, okay, you know what to do now. You've seen the first round. This time you're just going to put all your vigor in your exhalation. All right, so everybody breathe in, out, in, out, in, out, in, 4, in, 5, in, 6, in, 7, in, 8, in, 9, and relax. Once again, relax, relax, relax. Okay. Another small 20-second break before we get started. Eyes closed. Observe what's happening within you. Notice something happening within the chest region. Eyes inward. All your attention inwards. Okay. And if you're set, one last time again, just 10 more breaths again over here, a smile. And this time, just feel lovely about yourself. Feel lovely at your ability to even breathe. I mean, our entire life is a breath. You know that. Come on, let's do it. Together, everybody, breathe. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, 5, in, 6, in, 7, in, 8, in, 9, and relax. Okay, beautiful, everybody. Okay, all you wonderful people. Okay, great. So it's time to do a little bit of warm up. It's time to do a little bit of movements, a little bit of asanas, yoga asanas. Let's get set. So like I told you, we are going to do only as much as what we are comfortable with. You do not push yourself. You do not compete with anybody else. Okay, so let's start off with gentle movements. Move your hands, legs, head loose, neck loose, whole body loose. Imagine you're just dancing, you're just moving widely. Move freely, move freely, move freely, move freely. Actually, you can use all the area around the mat. Move free, on your toes, be on your toes. Okay, for those of you who like to play a little bit of football, so imagine you're just passing the ball between both the legs. Come on, move it. Very nice, very good, very good. Okay, now let's have the ball on one leg. Let's just juggle the ball with one leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other leg. 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. We use. Okay, so remember a little bit of star jumps. Okay, just simple star jumps. 10 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Don't stop all of a sudden. Keep moving. Keep moving. Okay. Feel loose. Hands behind. Neck movement. Look left and right. Full neck rotation. Other way around. Okay guys, that's it, we're done. Loosen up the shoulders. In fact, I'm going to sit and do this, but you can stand and do this because I want to be closer to you. Okay, I just want to tell you that, I want you to be aware that there is a disorder creeping into our entire generation. You know what is the name of this disorder? It's known as the text neck. Holding the phone, we hold the phone, we look down. So what happens? We create a lot of pressure in this region. How to loosen this region out? So what you do is first and foremost, a little bit of shoulder straps. Yeah, that's it. Backwards, shoulder straps. Very nice, very good. Okay, so remember you're standing, I'm sitting because I want to be close to you. Okay, so keep your hands over here. And now, making large pose with your elbows. Come on. Again, backwards, go outwards. You got that? Now a little bit of closing and opening. Pull your chest here. Chest out, shoulders behind, chest out. Opening out the intercostal muscles. Very good. One last time. Very good. Well done, all of you. Very good. Okay, so standing here. I'm going to start with some very, very simple movements. Very simple, easy level movements. What I do is I just do a side bend. Nice and easy. No sweat, no stress. Nice and easy. Other side. Once again, smiling at yourself this time. And the other side. Very good. Let go. And let's indulge a little bit of belly dancing or hip rotation. I feel the entire Arab world, the only part they took from us, from yoga, was hip rotation, and they called it belly dancing. So move. Other way around. That's behind. Step forward, down, here for a while. And when you're doing asanas, I want you to bring all your happy thoughts, all your happy memories to your mind. Remember the movie Titanic? I want you to feel like the world right now. Smile at your own self. Please be happy with your own self. That's it. Okay, very good. Back up again. Okay. Coming to pose. Little bit of balance. Stretch, 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 stretch. Keep the shoulders behind. Down. Down. Hip of the neck. Hands outside. Coming up. All right. And over here, a little bit arch backwards. Down again. Coming up again. And down. Very good. Okay, guys. Fantastic. Now, stretch your legs wide. Go a little bit wider with your legs. Hands over here. Now, this time what I'm going to do is, I want you to watch me really carefully. My left leg has gone like this, 90 degrees, right leg is here. Now I'm going to keep my knee straight. I don't bend my knee. I'm just going to stretch out, stretch out, stretch out, stretch out. Very good. And the other side. You watch me. Okay, that's it. Now, this time what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do the same thing with the bent knee. So I bend my knees, I'm over here, I hold it here. Once I'm here, what am I going to do? I'm going to go into the stretch further. Hold it, everybody. It's a variation of the Virabhadrasana. Hold it there. Very nice, coming up. And here. So what do? First I bend my knee, all right? My body is still right here in the middle. And then once I'm here, then I go and stretch there. Very good. Come back, we're going to repeat that. Come back, come back, come back. Other side again. Then that, right? Now I'm going to bring this hand down. My knee is bent. Slightly different from the Trikonasana. Look up. And for those of you who can, you're going to do a flip over here. Bring the right hand down and left hand up. Okay? Flip back. Very good. Very nice, guys. Let's try the same thing on the other side. Here. So I bend my knees. I'm here. And then what do? and drop my right hand behind my right leg and look up. And take a deep breath in and breathing out, I flip. And again, I flip back. And again, I'm back up. Okay, wonderful. Come back, come back, come back. Take it easy. Have a sip of water. Loosen up, loosen up, loosen up. Just shaking for my friend. So I'm waiting for 2 more yogis to join us, and please message me if the yogis have come in. Be nice, easy, loose, relaxed. Okay? Take a step forward. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to keep my knee straight. Okay, if I can bend my knee and bring my hands to the floor. Once my hands are straight, I'm going to straighten the knees and bring my forehead to the knee. Straighten the knee, forehead to the knee. Welcome the stretch in the back of your legs. Very good, that's it. Bring up, raise the leg. Okay. Bend the knee, bend the knee, hands down. And then straighten the knee and here. Forehead to the knee. Hold it, feel the stretch. Very good, both the feet together. And coming up again. Being loose, guys, being loose, being loose. Do you know why do we move our hands freely after every stretch? Why do we loosen the body? You want to think about it? Do you know this is kind of a hack we do? This is a mental hack. So what do I do? After I do a lot of complex asanas, I just move freely. So I make the mind believe everything that I'm doing is so simple and easy. There's nothing hard about it. So keep moving easy. Keep moving freely. Okay. This time, going a little wider, okay? It's a little bit tricky, but I'm sure everybody can do this. So you're here, you've got your hands on the floor, right? And we just sit on one side. Can you watch me? No, I need to go back. Can you watch me now? So if you notice my toe is pointed upwards, my hands are on the floor, okay? What am I going to do now? I'm simply going to bring my, transfer the body on the hands and shift the body on the other side, the leg. Then I again shift. Then I again shift. And again shift. Shift. Okay, now those of you who found that easy, we are going to level it up. What is the next level? This time we are not going to take the support of the floor. You don't need the support of the floor. Hand on the knees and shift. And shift. And shift. And shift. And shift. Come on. Okay, do it slowly as much as you can. If you wish to take the support of the floor, you're welcome to do that. Yeah. Okay. For those of us who got this part right, now we are going to level up the game. Okay. So next level is what? We don't even take support of the knees. Who wants support of the knees? Keep your hand in the front and just shift, 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 shift. So it's got to be like smooth and nice. Got to be like running knife through butter. Smooth, easy and nice, yeah? Okay, great. So what happens in such an asana? Okay, so just to tell you what happens when we do these kind of asanas. So when you're moving from side to side, for those of you who found it difficult, now the body wakes up to a realization, oh my God, I don't have the muscle strength to carry my own weight, right? So what happens when the body wakes up to the fact that I cannot carry my own weight? There are only two ways forward. One is either increase my muscle strength or decrease my weight. So what I'm trying to say is, like, there's a lot of intelligence in the body. There's intelligence in every cell of the body. Yoga is waking up that intelligence in the body. So what happens the day you really realize, the body wakes up that I need to lose weight, you will notice a change in your appetite. You didn't want to eat sugary things. You suddenly wish to go for a walk, you want to go for a run. What is happening over there? Now you are being guided through the intelligence in the body. So these asanas are very important. They wake us up to something nice. Yeah? Okay, so guys, I want to hand you over for a few minutes to another great friend of mine, a great yogi, an art of living teacher. She's been an art of living teacher since the last 21 years. She conducts wonderful corporate programs, wonderful yoga programs. She's a trekker, has done her MSc in economics from UK. A great person to know. So can I hand you over for a few minutes to Purvi Hegde? Put your hands together. Let's welcome Purvi on board. Purvi, over to you.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Yeah? Hassan, I didn't know you were this flexible. I'm very impressed. Okay, I'm just joking. Yeah? Hassan, I think Hassan's just shown you how flexibility on the mat translates into flexibility in the mind as well in life. Yeah. So thank you, Hassan, so much, and the rest of the team for having me here for these few moments. Before I crank this up a notch and take you to the yoga mat, I just wanted to share one little thing with all of you. This is something that I felt the practice of yoga really brought to me as a practice that I took off the mat to my life as well as an 18-year-old. And I think most of you here would be into superheroes, right? Someone or the other, right? We love watching movies about them. We love watching shows about them. We love reading about them, sketching them, drawing them. And if we really look at what is it that attracts us to these superheroes, we'll see that those same qualities are really actually not just out there, but they are right inside each and every one of us, waiting to explode and completely unleash themselves, isn't it? I think these few months that we've all been at home, each one of you has been nothing less than a superhero, isn't it? Like our soldiers at the border, like all our medical staff, from doctors, nurses, everybody out there, our parents, each and every one of you, you've been nothing short of superheroes in your own way. And for me, I felt that what the practice of yoga did was help me identify my superpowers. Yeah, it helped me see how unique I was, and so was everybody else. How many latent qualities and characteristics and talents that I had that I was not aware of earlier, and this sort of allowed it all to come out and blossom. Yeah, and I'm sure that's true for each and every one of you. When we look at these superheroes that we really admire, it's not that they don't get scared. It's not that they don't mess up. It's not that they don't make mistakes. It's not that they don't say stupid things sometimes. But where is the difference? That even when they're scared, they find that strength within themselves to go out and do what's right. Isn't it? Even when they see something wrong happening around them, they find it in themselves the courage to go out and do something about it. Yeah, if they've messed up, they find that strength within them to apologize and make things right, isn't it? They see somebody in the need of a helping hand, somebody not doing so good, they find it in themselves to stretch their hands out and help that person. Yeah, and I'm sure all of you have all of these and so many more qualities just waiting to unleash, right? So do you want to start this little bit of discovering our talents? Yeah, so let me see what you're going to be able to do on this mat. So remember, one of the superpowers is also, even if you feel tired and you feel I can't do it anymore, can you find that strength within you to keep going? Yes? So Hassan, even though I can't see you, I hope you're going to be keeping up, huh?
Of course, I'm inspired.
Okay, so what Hassan thought, and we all thought that maybe you would be interested in doing today, is one of the best warm-ups sequences that we can think of. and we call that the sun salutations or the Surya Namaskars. So what we're going to do is we're going to run one standard vanilla regular Surya Namaskar with the standard 12 steps, and then I'm going to share with you two more with a little bit of variations, and let me see if you can keep up with this. Okay, so let's go onto the mat. So you can see me and you can hear me? Audible? Loud and clear?
Yep.
Okay, great. So
Yes.
let's get into position one, which is stand up tall, stand up straight, tuck your tummy in, hip in, shoulders out, roll them back, and let's get into Namaste. Now, when you get into Namaste, remember you're not just like that, yeah? You're standing tall, strong, push those palms against each other. Breathe in, and let's take our arms all the way up into two. Push the pelvis forward, allow your body to bend back. And then, as you breathe out, start bending forward, 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 and then go all the way down. Bring your hands on either side of your feet and drop your head down close to the knees. Inhale, take your right leg behind you. Now, if you find this a little strenuous and not so comfortable, feel free to place the knee on the ground. But if you want to make it more challenging, stretch it out and keep the knee off the floor. Your front knee, make sure it's at 90 degrees. The knee is not ahead of your toes. Breathe in and take the front leg back as well. And let's go into what we call the plank. Yeah, so roll yourself a little bit forward. Make sure the body is in one straight line. It's almost like the start of a push-up. Now bring your knees down all the way on your hands. Bring the body down. Chin is resting on the floor. Your pelvis is off the floor. Stretch your legs out. Breathe in and get into Cobra or Bhujangasana. And remember, you're a happy Cobra, okay? So you've got to smile as you hiss if you want. And relax into that stretch. Curl the toes back so you get support and push into downward dog. The trick is to try and bring your heels close to the ground and press your chest close to the floor. Now we took the right leg back, so we're going to bring that same leg forward. Now supposing you brought it forward but it's not between your legs, feel free to gently walk the foot so that it lands up being in between your feet. Again, you can choose to rest the knee on the ground or keep it straight off the floor, whatever you wish. Bring the back foot forward. Face close to your knees, curled up. Breathe in and I'm curled. Remember to bend back. And breathe out into Namaste and relax. Now that was just one half. We got to the other side. Remember the left side. So with a smile, take a breath in, breathe out, breathe in into Namaste. Inhale, go back up and back. Exhale, push forward and down all the way. Breathe in, left leg back. Make sure the front leg is at 90 degrees. Look ahead. Take your forward leg back. Get into the plank. Bring the knees down. Chest down, pelvis off the floor. Inhale, push up into Bhujangasana, Cobra. Turn the toes, go into downward facing dog. Breathe in, take your left leg forward in between your legs. Back leg forward, 2. Breathe in and go all the way back. And exhale and down into Namaste and relax. Okay, so that was standard 12 steps Surya Namaskar. So should we do a little bit of a variation? Okay, I'm going to assume that's a yes. All right. So let's get on to the front of the mat. So you always start from the front of the mat so you have all of it behind you to extend and do whatever we need to do. So with a smile, let's go into Namaste. Breathe out. As you breathe in, bend back. And breathing out, bend forward. Stop halfway. Extend just a little bit more. And then continue your journey all the way down. Place your palms on either side. Breathe in. Take your right leg behind you. And now, what we're going to do is 3 times the leg that's in front, we're going to take it behind us, raise it up, and bring it back again. So do this with me. Make sure that the right knee is off the floor. Now take your left leg and kick up all the way. And then come back and place it in between your feet again. Let's do that one more time. Take it, kick up all the way, and bring it back in between your feet again. Let's do it one more time. Kick up. And this time, I want you to fold and bring it just near your elbow. And hold it there, and then straighten and put it in between your feet. Very, very well done. Excellent job. Yeah? And now, what we're going to do is, you tell me what comes next. Absolutely right. We get into plank. So push back into plank. Stay there. And now we're going to do 3 push-ups. That's it. Okay, just 3. So if you find this difficult, you can bring your knees on the ground and do it. Or you can go 1, 2, 3, push up and stay there. Bring your legs down. Bring the chest down. Relax for a second. Stretch your legs out behind you. Inhale and come up. Look behind you. Push back. Turn the toes out. Come back up and push. Now what I'd like you to do is raise your right leg up. Bend it. Take it behind you. So you come back and sit on the ground. Hold this leg in, take your hands up, and as you exhale, bend forward and drop your head to your knees, or lower if you wish. Breathe in, come back up, hands down, turn back over, into downward facing dog. Bring your right leg back in. Take your left hand up, look up. Bring it down, back leg forward, head down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, namaste, and relax. Great job, but that was only half. You've got to do the same on the other side, okay? So breathe in, namaste. Inhale, go all the way back. Exhale, bend forward. Stay there, extend the spine, go all the way down, palms on either side. This time, take the left leg behind you, make sure the knee stays off the floor. And let's start swinging with the right leg. So the leg that's ahead, take it back and swing up. Bring it back, place it in between your legs. One more time. Swing up and bring it back in between your legs. Third time, all the way up. And now, keeping it bent, bring the knee close to the right elbow joint. Stay there. And then bring it in between your legs. Excellent. Take the leg back. Get into plank. And 3 more push-ups. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Move down, and down, come down. Breathe in, let's get up into cobra. Focus on the toes. Come back into downward dog. And this time, remember, take your left leg all the way up. Hold it behind you. Bend back. Sit down. This time your left leg is forward and right leg is out. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, bend forward. There's a tendency for this knee to bend up. Okay, don't let that happen. And sink into your leg. Breathe in, come back up, down. Let's get back into downward facing dog. Your left leg back in. This time, take your right hand up and come back down. Back leg forward. Breathe in all the way up and all the way down. Namaste and relax. Catch your breath. I hope that was challenging. Hassan, do you think that was okay? Do we have time for one more?
Yes, we do. And Purvi, I also want to discuss, I want tips on health, what really is mental health.
Hi,
Okay,
Tashi.
so guys, before we go, guys, let's all put our hands together for that brilliant, brilliant yoga by Purvi ji. I think she was really, really amazing. She was really brilliant. And having said that, it gives me great, great pride and honor to introduce one of our great yogi friends, Kashi Bhaiya, as he's popularly known as. He's been with the Art of Living Foundation for over 25 years. He's from IIT Mumbai. He's such an all-round personality. I don't know how much to speak about this man. He's fond of chocolates. He's fun. He's very witty. He's full of humor. He's so humble, down to earth. He has so much of insight in yoga. So, guys, let's spend a few moments. Let's spend a few moments with Kashiji. Kashiji, welcome to this program. Thank you so much for being here.
Jai Gurudev.
Over to Kashiji.
So, when Hassan said that I will be sharing the space with Hassan and Purvi, I was thinking I was the most all-rounded personality on this show.
You are, and not in the way that you're implying.
So it's so fascinating. I love what Hassan ji said at the start, that yoga is much more than just asana, and there is so much more to yoga. You know, the word asana is very interesting. Asana means a seat or a foundation. So just imagine if you have a city where you've just built all the foundation but not built any building, then it's no use staying in a city. You can't stay anywhere. But if you build a building and there is no foundation, then a little bit of wind and it blows away. So foundation is important, a strong foundation, and to build the building is also important. And when we use both of these aspects, when we have a strong foundation, when we make sure that we do our asanas well, then it allows us to build on top of that. And what is that building? That's the pranayama and the meditation. And when we get both of these, when we get all of these, then it truly becomes a complete experience of yoga. Just imagine if we went to a gym and we only exercised the right hand and left the rest of the body not doing anything. It will feel so strange. When you want to go to the gym, you want to go and make sure that you exercise, engage different parts of the body. At least keep the symmetry. If you do the right hand, you want the left hand also. So in that sense, the practice of yoga, when we are able to include all these things, and that's so beautiful that even when we are doing our asanas, it's meditative. Even when we are doing our pranayams, we are engaged in the pranayam. And that is the beauty of Sri Sri Yoga that I see. The flavor that Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar brings to yoga is this amazing flavor. So, Hassan, do you want me to do anything specific? Maybe we should also check the Facebook chat to see what's coming in. And if
Sure.
People...
But yeah, I was thinking, since we have limited time, I think we should share a little bit of a little bit of insight onto mental health. Why mental health is so important, and what really is our strength? What is our mental strength? What is mental health? How do we acquire this inner strength? What is this willpower? How do we acquire it? So if you can please expound a little bit more on that, you can share your inputs with everybody.
Absolutely. So when we look at mental health, Gurudev says something very interesting. He says, I mean, everything that he says is very interesting, but in this context, that the body and the mind coexist. The state of the body impacts the state of the mind, and the state of the mind impacts the state of the body. He also says that a strong mind can carry a weak body, but a weak body cannot carry a strong mind. Oh, a strong mind can carry a weak body, but a weak mind cannot carry a strong body. And so, when we are able to impact our mental health, then it takes care of the rest of our life. It's like the mind is the boss and the body is its worker. What the mind decides, the body does. And that's why good health starts with mental health. And what do we do to have an impact on our mental health? The first thing, of course, yoga. All these practices of yoga, asana, pranayama, meditation, all of this helps to strengthen the mind. Second thing is, when we give the mind adequate rest, then it functions more efficiently. Maybe 10 years, 50 years back, there was much less information overload on the mind. Today, we are bombarded with so much information. The mobile phone, internet, television, there is so much that our mind consumes. And today, the load on our mind has increased tremendously. And that's why we need more efficient techniques to relax the mind. Today, we cannot say, let's throw away our mobile phones and maybe go into seclusion and stay somewhere. No, we need to be in this society. And that's why knowing how to give effective rest to the mind is so essential. Someone did a research to find out what is the ideal amount of time to sleep. They did a lot of studies, they interviewed lots of people, and they finally came to the conclusion. Can you take a wild guess what was that conclusion? What's the ideal amount of time to sleep? Those who are watching on Facebook, you can put in your answers on the comments and let us know. Let's take a look at those comments and see what people are saying. So, after all that research, they actually found out that the ideal amount of time is 5 more minutes. Exactly, Seema. So, it doesn't matter how much time you sleep. You still say, hey, give me 5 more minutes. So, if you look at it in a certain sense, today, how many of us have experienced this? It's morning, you're tossing and turning in your bed. Your body has finished its quota of rest, but the mind says, give me a little bit more. And that's why today, we need to rest our mind much more than our body. And if we can just do this one thing, rest our mind efficiently, it takes care of our mental health. Stress comes from overwork. When we overwork something, if you take your mixie in the house and you keep running it, after some time it gives up. And that's why when we look at the state of our mental health, meditation is so important. Now, meditation is easier said than done. It's very easy to tell the mind shut up, but it doesn't. In fact, when we tell the mind don't think of this, that's what it tends to think of. When I tell my mind don't worry, then it just creates more worry. So the key thing in relaxing the mind is not about forcing the mind, but by using some skill and skillfully allowing the mind to relax. And that's why meditation is so important when we want to take care of our mental health. When we ignore these signs, often the first sign of mental illness is heightened activity. There's too many thoughts running around. The next step is inertia sets in and say, oh my God, I'm not at all interested. And then depression comes, and then it deteriorates on and on. You get suicidal tendencies. So always, it's a very important thing that we catch it, nip it in the bud. Prevention is always better than cure. And that's why I often say this. There's no point digging a well when the house is on fire. But if you dig your well and keep the water ready, then even if there's a fire, you can put it out. So a lot of people ask me, I have this problem, what yoga should I do? I have this problem, what meditation should I do? I usually tell them, well, it's already late. Better to start now, but don't think that you should only start yoga when something is wrong. It's better to start yoga when everything is right. Then we get the best out of yoga. In fact, The Yoga Sutras say, Heyam Dukkham Anagatam. The purpose of yoga is to remove the misery that has not yet come. So, those are already hale and hearty, those are already healthy. Make sure you practice yoga to ensure that your mental health stays okay. And those who are finding challenge in our life, maybe stress levels are going up, this is the best way to make a difference. I remember when I was in IIT, I always thought that I needed 26 hours every day. There was so much to do other than academics also. And I always felt there's so much more I need to do. When I started meditating, my sleep cut down from 8 to 6 hours, and I was still as efficient as ever. I did the math, 20 minutes. I did the math, 20 minutes of meditation a day and 2 hours extra every day. I realized that if I'm a busy person, that's when I need to meditate. So, so let's make meditation a part of our lives, and I think that's what will really make that difference. What do you think? I can see lots of comments coming in. Great. So shall maybe we should do a short meditation, Hassan? What do you feel? Okay. I'll do a short meditation and then I have to rush because today is yoga day and I'm rushing from one event to another. And I was so happy when I was invited to this event. So I said I must take some time out for this one. I still remember
Thank you
that
for
course that me and Hassan taught in Pune Ashram. It was so wonderful. We had such a great time. Hassan's such an amazing individual, and so is Purvi. I have this special relationship with Purvi's son, and I guess it's just too cute. So, without further ado, let's sit comfortably and easily, and let's close our eyes. Let's close both our eyes. Let us take our attention to all the sounds in our environment. The faint sounds of the mantras being chanted. The sound of traffic nearby, if there is some. Let's accept all the sounds as they are. Let's take a deep breath in and gently exhale. Let us take our attention to our physical body. This body is a beautiful gift from nature, from the divine. Let's feel grateful for this wonderful gift of this body. Another deep breath in and gently exhale. Let us take our attention to the thoughts, if any. Whatever thoughts are coming, let them come. Good thoughts or bad thoughts, just let them be. Thoughts are like clouds, they come and go. Let's observe this phenomenon happening right this moment. Another deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's take our attention to our feelings. Pleasant feelings or unpleasant feelings. Let them be. Pleasant feelings, unpleasant feelings, let them be. Another deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's relax our whole body. You are peace. You are joy. You are love. Om Shanti. 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 Another deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's take our attention to our feelings. Another deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's bring our attention to the thoughts, if any. Another deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's bring our attention to the body and surroundings. And slowly and gradually, whenever we feel like it, we may open our eyes. Take your own time, there's no rush. So, how was it? How many of us didn't want to open our eyes at all? Did you notice just few minutes, just 5-6 minutes of meditation can have such an impact on us? And that's why having a regular practice of meditation makes so much of impact. And it doesn't take too much time, just like we saw, just a few minutes, 5-10 minutes of meditation every day. And so much can happen. Wow. Over to you, Hassan.
Bhaiya, you've been absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing thank you so much for sharing your time with us. And despite your busy schedule, thank you for the insights. Thank you for leading us all towards yoga and meditation. You've been absolutely brilliant. I want to thank Kashi Bhaiya on behalf of everybody who's watching this. And the last thing that I want to tell everyone is, if ever you feel you need any form of counseling, you have any questions, you need to reach out to. I want to tell you that the entire Art of Living fraternity is available for you. You know, Kashi Bhaiya takes courses every week. Kubiji takes courses every week. You can reach out to them, sit on their courses. You can ask them. The entire Art of Living fraternity is open to you. Don't ever feel you're alone. Yeah. Anytime you wish you need some counseling, you have some questions, you need to speak out, reach out. Reach out to us. More than anything else, guys, remember, we've got a living guru with us. We've got Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji with us, who himself is reaching out to us. He's available to us on YouTube, on Twitter, Guru who is on Facebook, who is on Instagram. It's a beautiful gift. Let's all be in touch with Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji, Guru ji. Let's all be in touch with all our Art of Living teachers. And from here, the right place to go from here would be to Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji's YouTube channel. Over there, he's going to be taking another session on yoga from now. Yeah. So my best wishes to everybody over here. Big thank you to Purvi. Big thank you to Kashi Bhai also. And best wishes. Enjoy. Always be happy, smiling.
Very tempted to say 5 minutes more. So we got Gurudev.